Hi everyone. Today, we're diving into a significant repair, replacing the rear subframe on a Lexus RX350. This can seem like a daunting task, but with the right tools and careful steps, it's definitely achievable. We'll walk you through the process, from initial setup to final checks, ensuring you understand each critical stage. First and foremost, safety is paramount. Always start by securing your vehicle. Use sturdy jack stands on a level surface, and consider wheel chocks for the front wheels. Eye protection and gloves are also highly recommended. Once the vehicle is safely lifted and supported, remove the rear wheels. This gives you clear access to the entire rear suspension and subframe assembly. Next, it's a good idea to apply penetrating oil to all the bolts and nuts you'll be removing, especially those on the exhaust, control arms, and the main subframe mounts. Let it soak for a while. Now, we begin disconnecting components from the subframe. You'll likely need to address the exhaust system first. Disconnect any hangers or sections that pass over or through the subframe. If your RX350 is all-wheel drive, the driveshaft connecting to the rear differential will need to be unbolted and carefully supported. Don't let it hang freely. The brake calipers should be unbolted from their mounts, but do not disconnect the brake lines unless absolutely necessary. Instead, hang the calipers safely out of the way using wire or zip ties. Disconnect the ABS sensor wires and any parking brake cables that run along the subframe. You'll also need to unbolt the sway bar end links and the lower mounts of the shock absorbers from the control arms or subframe itself. The inner bolts of the various control arms that connect directly to the subframe will also need to be loosened or removed. Finally, the differential itself is mounted to the subframe, so its mounting bolts will need to be removed as well. With all these components disconnected, the subframe is almost ready to be lowered. This is a critical step where a transmission jack or multiple sturdy floor jacks become invaluable. Position your jacks securely under the subframe, supporting its weight. Once adequately supported, you can proceed to remove the main mounting bolts that hold the subframe to the vehicle's chassis. There are typically 4 of these large bolts. Carefully lower the subframe, constantly checking for any forgotten lines, hoses, or wires that might still be attached or snagged. Once the old subframe is out, you might need to transfer components like the differential, control arms, or sway bar to your new or refurbished subframe if it came as a bare unit. Installation is essentially the reverse of removal. Carefully lift the new subframe into position using your jacks. Align the main mounting holes with the chassis and loosely install the main subframe bolts. Once all 4 are in place and the subframe is properly seated, you can begin tightening them to the manufacturer's specified torque. Then, systematically reattach all the components you previously disconnected: the differential, control arms, shock absorbers, sway bar end links, ABS sensors, parking brake cables, brake calipers, drive shaft, if applicable, and the exhaust system. Ensure all bolts are tightened to their correct torque specifications. Double-check every connection. Once everything is reassembled, lower the vehicle, reinstall the wheels, and torque the lug nuts. A crucial final step is to have a professional wheel alignment performed, as replacing the subframe significantly affects suspension geometry. Finally, take it for a careful test drive, listening for any unusual noises and checking brake function. We hope this guide helps you tackle your Lexus RX350 rear subframe replacement with confidence. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more automotive repair guides and tips. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.